Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take a look at HBAR. I think this one has huge potential and we could be on the verge of an absolutely monstrous surge to the upside. There's a lot to dig into. Let's go. So we're going to start here then on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is now down 2.02% and sits at $3.47 trillion, with Bitcoin at 103,544.46, down 1.46% in the past 24 hours. Now, if we actually scroll down, rank 17th, HBAR is down 3.94% at 18 cent 37. And look, I want to kind of talk about what this actually means for HBAR. For the year, it's up 218.75%. There are people out there that say that, altcoins aren't performing. They say that basically Bitcoin is, the top performing asset. There are a few people, as you can probably appreciate, that are married to their Bitcoin bag. And we always say, don't marry your bags. Bitcoin's only up 16.84% in the past 12 months. So look, I think that there's a lot of people out there that spout their agenda, their thoughts, and that is purely based on what they're actually invested in and not necessarily, what is actually accurate data. So a lot to really take in, but for me, we should focus on, what's going on with HBAR. So HBAR's price still in bear clause, apparently, according to this article. Love that headline. Here's how it might just squeeze its way out. So OBV and Smart Money Index shows accumulation returning, though buying must turn stronger for a rebound to last. So, I think that we do need some big news. Obviously, we've got the ETF, and we'll come on to the inflows or lack of in a moment. Now, before we continue, I like to talk about projects that I believe have huge upside potential. And look, we got Shiba Inu gains utility in $2 trillion market. Could this become SHIB's real value? And again, just a really interesting article here, and it's because they've partnered with Unity. So this is, giving, I guess, real world utility to the SHIB token. So, it's not just about the usual speculative trading and meme coin status. There's a lot to sort of dig into. So what is Unity, right? For those of you that don't know, I've been talking about this on other videos, but you can generate rewards by verifying the telecom grid from your mobile phone. With Unity, anybody can earn crypto rewards directly from their mobile phone by verifying the global telecom grid. Every verification call made through the Unity app installed on your mobile phone strengthens the network. Now, if you buy one Unity node, you get 200 licenses. You get some staked minutes tokens, some staked world mobile tokens. They are locked for 24 months, so you need to be aware of that. And then this is the part that really interests most people, the potential reward. So if you do buy one node and you activate and operate those 200 licenses, you can earn up to $19,200. Obviously, this is not a guaranteed figure every month. It can and probably will fluctuate ever so slightly. And it's based, on your network performance, market conditions, and obviously yourself, the operator activity. So definitely worth going and doing some research on this project. Obviously, do your own research. Never invest more than you're willing to lose, because in crypto you do risk losing all of your money. So it's worth just perhaps if you feel necessary, speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. But this is a project that I really do like. I have actually bought 4 of these nodes, and I plan to support, verify the telecom grid and prevent scams, and make sure quality is at the highest level. We got HBAR price prediction is a 150% rally. Is that incoming? So again, just talking about the price movements, the technical analysis is suggesting that 150% gains are still on the table. So again, just really interesting price predictions for Hedera Hashgraph HBAR. So Hedera HBAR bounce after bullish pattern, but the resistance could stop the rally. So again, this is just talking about the triple bottom pattern that we've seen. Hedera following a long-term resistance trend line, and it's going to be interesting to see whether it can push out. And I think that it's operating in a very similar position or pull or C as Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I'm going to come on to the ETF stuff in just a moment, so stick with me. We've got ADA, HBAR or XRP who's ready for Swift's ISO 222 pivot. So again, just talking about HBAR, talking about XRP, talking about ADA and the compliantness with the ISO standard, right? The 20022 dilemma. So look, for me, these projects are all, noteworthy projects that could potentially be, in that, narrative, right? Based on, other layer ones, included in this deal are Stellar Lumens, Quant, and XDC. Is worth noting that these alternative blockchains are considered because of their technical setups and game-tested trading volumes. But look, it's clear that XRP, HBAR, Algo, and ADA are all part of this. So, really positive stuff. We got HBAR surge signals institutional momentum despite late season pullback. So there is a bit of institutional momentum for HBAR. So this is positive news, right? A 4.62% rally and strong volume confirmed, growing institutional interest, which is not a surprise to me. Then we got HBAR price accumulation is done. What comes next? And again, I like this aspect of things. You've got the illustrations here talking about what we should be expecting. All of these illustrations are pointing upwards, which means we could, based on this technical analysis drawing, we could have moves to the upside. Obviously nothing's guaranteed in crypto, but it's good when we start to see this stuff. Then we got data, no net inflows for the US Hedera spot ETF, while the Litecoin spot ETF saw a single day net inflow of $2.11 million. Look, I think we need to look at history. We need to have a look at what happens with other altcoins, right? When they've had a spot ETF. What's happened is it's been slow at the start. Once it's sort of gained traction, we've then started to see some real positive and strong inflows into the spot ETFs for some of these projects. We take, for example, Ethereum. It was quite slow, but now we see people rotating out of Bitcoin and into Ethereum. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything plots out. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.